At the very beginning of the Divine Comedy, Dante Alighieri writes those famous lines, "Midway through life, I found myself in a dark forest, for the right path was lost." This sentence is not just a poem, it's a summary of human life. We all enter that dark forest at some point in our lives. When things are going well, when the sun is shining, everyone is a hero. But when you enter that forest, when that phone call comes saying there's a suspicion of cancer, when that door slams in your face, when that flag of bankruptcy is raised, that's when who you are is revealed. In mythology, there's a terrifying monster called Hydra living in swamps. A multi-headed, poisonous snake. Heroes who come to kill it cut off one of its heads with their swords. But then something terrifying happens. From where the severed head was, two new, even stronger heads sprout. The monster grows stronger with every blow it receives. The more it is attacked, the more invincible it becomes. Chaos is its food. Now consider the most elegant, most expensive crystal glass in your kitchen. Its magnificence sitting on the shelf. But the moment it falls from the table, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. There's no going back. Even if you glue it back together, it will never be the same again. The question is, when you enter that dark forest, which one are you? The crystal cup? Or the Hydra? The modern world has taught us to be the crystal cup. We live in the most comfortable age in history. There's no hunger, no predators, we're in our climate-controlled homes. But paradoxically, we are facing the most fragile generation in history. Our immune systems have weakened so much that we become like candles that go out at the slightest breeze. We can't sleep for days when someone makes a negative comment on social media. We have fits of rage when our internet connection slows down. Faced with pain and hardship, which are a natural part of life, our spiritual skin has become as thin as paper. The philosopher Nassim Taleb divides the systems in the world into three. Fragile, those that collapse when struck. Resilient, those that don't change when struck. Those who are anti-fragile, those who develop with every impact. Most of us try to be strong. We say, I'll stand strong, I won't collapse, I'll grit my teeth. But Taleb says, that's not enough. Because life, in the end, hits harder than rock. Your goal shouldn't be strength, but anti-fragility. What doesn't kill you should not only strengthen you, but evolve you into a higher version. In this video, we will expose the security-seeking lie of the modern world. We will talk about how to overcome that fine line that separates you from Pavlov's dogs, namely learned helplessness. We will embark on a vast journey from neuroscience to ancient Rome, from Thomas Edison's burning laboratory to Viktor Frankl's concentration camp. If you're ready, we're entering that dark forest. But don't be afraid, we'll emerge as Hydra. Let's first confront your biology, your hardware. Your body's constitution consists of a single principle: use it or lose it. What happens to astronauts who spend 6 months in zero gravity? Even if they do nothing, just float in the air, they can't walk when they return to Earth. Their bones atrophy. Their muscles shrink. Their hearts weaken. Why? Because the load is gone. The body is an incredibly economical machine. Your brain says, there's no load on the bones, so we don't need strong bones. Then get rid of the calcium in the bones and save energy. Comfort is the body's command to digest itself. In contrast, there's a truth in the medical world called Wolff's law. Your bones shape and thicken according to the load placed on them. A weightlifter's bone density is 40% higher than an office worker's. Bone thickens itself to avoid breaking. Stress is the architect of bone. Now let's apply this biological law to your psychology. If you've never been rejected, never gone bankrupt, never had your heart broken, never made a big mistake and felt shame, your mental bones are soft, like an astronaut in zero gravity. Modern parenting and education systems have cleared every obstacle in children's path. Don't let them get upset, don't let them lose. In medicine, this is called iatrogenic damage. That is, causing harm while trying to heal. If you protect a child from germs, their immune system won't develop, and a simple pollen can kill them. If you protect the mind from hardship, character won't develop, and a simple criticism can drive them to suicide. This is called hormesis. A low dose of poison is medicine. What is a vaccine? It's a weakened microbe. You give the body microbes so that the body learns to fight. If you don't have voluntary challenges in your life, your mental immune system collapses. A comfortable chair doesn't rest you, it rots you. So why do people give up so easily in the face of adversity? Why do some fight while others collapse, saying, "This is my fate"? The answer lies in a somewhat brutal but revolutionary experiment conducted in 1967, psychologist Martin Seligman's dog experiment. Seligman divided the dogs into 3 groups. The first group, they were simply placed in a cage and released after a while. The second group, they were subjected to mild electric shocks, but there was a pedal inside the cage. If the dog pressed the pedal, the shock stopped. These dogs learned, my actions changed the outcome. I am in control. The third group, they were given shocks again. But no matter what they did, the shock didn't stop. They pressed the pedal, barked, jumped. The shock continued. These dogs learned, no matter what I do, I can't stop the pain. Then the second phase of the experiment began. All the dogs were placed in a box with a fence low enough for them to jump over and escape. And then they were given electric shocks. The first group immediately jumped over the fence and escaped. The second group jumped up and ran away immediately. But the third group, the group that had learned helplessness, the fence was low. Freedom was just a step away. But they lay down. They groaned and waited for the shock to end. They didn't even try to escape. Because this code was written into their brains, trying is pointless. This is called learned helplessness. This is the disease of modern man today. The economy is bad, what can I do? The system is broken, what good will working do? This is how I am, I can't change. You are not that third group of dogs. The cage door is open. The fence is low. What is holding you back is not the electric shock, what is holding you back is your belief that you can't do it. To become anti-fragile, you must first erase the software. You must remember that you are in control, that the pedal is working. We overcame despair, but what will we cling to next? Optimism? Be careful. That sweet self-help lie that says, everything will be alright, can kill you. Let's look at the story of Admiral James Stockdale, held captive in the Hanoi Hilton prison during the Vietnam War. This wasn't an ordinary prison. 8 years. Solitary confinement. Torture involving broken legs. No light, no hope. Stockdale not only survived this hell, but emerged as a leader of steel, mentally formidable. After the war, they asked him that famous question, who couldn't endure it? Everyone expected him to say, the pessimists. Stockdale's answer was a slap in the face, the optimists. What do you mean? They asked. Stockdale explained, optimists would say, we'll be out of here by Christmas. Christmas would come, and we couldn't go out. Then they'd say, we're definitely going out for Easter. Easter would pass. Then Thanksgiving, then Christmas again. And finally, they died of heartbreak. Reality crushed their rosy dreams. Stockdale summarized the formula for survival as follows, the Stockdale Paradox. Never lose faith that you will eventually get out of this and win. But, show the discipline to face the most brutal, most merciless realities of your current situation. Modern people think that being a Pollyanna is being strong. Don't think the worst, send positive energy to the universe. This is weakness. This is denial. If you have cancer and you just say, "I'll get better," and don't go to the doctor, you'll die. True strength is being able to say, "The situation is terrible right now. My business is ruined. I have no money. I'm in a lot of pain. This is true. But I will get through this." If you deny the truth will crush you. If you accept the truth and fight it, you will win.